Welcome to Infinity Capital, everyone. My name is Raj. Today we are going to discuss Canara Bank. So I am looking at a few PSU banks. Four banks are on my investing list for the short term. Starting with Canara Bank, Indian Bank, Bank of Baroda, and there's another bank called Federal Bank. Now, Canara Bank. Why am I looking at it? I'll show you the reasons in some time. Let's quickly go over the credit rating of Canara Bank. So they have tier 2 bonds 3000 crores, then they have more bonds of 4400 crores, tier 1 bonds of 1450, so a total of 8850 crores, and the ratings are AAA, AA, they are stable, right? So the ratings are intact, nothing to worry about over here. Government is a major promoter, holder of the stock, so no concerns over there. Another thing is that the bank got merged with Syndicate Bank, right? So currently total business of the bank is 17 lakh crores, deposit base of around 10 lakh crores, advances of 6.68 lakh crores, right? So they have around 9,800 branches, approximately 11,000 ATMs, right? So what has changed in Canara Bank? So the bank reported PAT of 2,557 crore against a loss of 5838 crore in FY20. So a lot of things are happening. Then the credit cost has improved to 1.61% from 1.85%, right? Apart from that, they did raise some equity also through QIP, 2000 crores. They also did some tier 1, tier 2 bonds, as we saw earlier, at 8.62, 10.8 and 13%. Okay. And they raised additional equity of 2500 crore, in Q2 22. So I think they did another QIP. So their capital adequacy ratio is 14.37. It's pretty low actually as compared to all the other private banks. The bank has also raised capital aggregating to 1500 crore from 81 bonds in the month of October 21. So they have enough capital for growth right now, and COVID is behind us with the economy running at 8.5%. We can see business coming back to normal, and basically banking activities coming back to normal. So what are the other important things? I'm going to show you very quickly in here. So we are looking at the consolidated quarterly results. So I've downloaded this in an Excel sheet. This is trend line. So if you see, their NPA, gross NPAs have gone down a little bit, right? But the net NPAs as compared to March has gone down significantly. So earlier NPAs in March 19-20 were around 5.3, 4.2. That has come down to 3.2, and this is the reason why I'm looking at this bank. So December they reported 2.64 net NPAs. Overall, this, I believe that moving forward in the next 4 to 6 quarters, these numbers are going to become much better. Another thing is, if you see pre-COVID, they were doing revenues of around 1500 crores on an average, which has increased to 2200, 2400 crores, right? And they were making, March they were registering losses, but earlier they were doing 600 to 700 crores of profitability. Their profits have gone to roughly around 3000, 4000 crores on a quarterly basis. Okay. On an annual basis, if you'll see, March 2021, they did record sales last year, and currently their sales are also, the trailing 12 month sales they've done in 2 quarters. They've actually done sales of last year's. So last year at 70,000, in trailing 12 months, basically 2 quarters. Just a moment, guys. No, so that's trailing 12 month. But overall, if we see on a quarter-on-quarter basis, they've done 34,000 crores of sales already. Okay, but what's important is that this bank was making losses since 2016 continuously, and then it has come in profits. So they have got highest profits, 4,500 crores, right, since 2010, and they are sitting on highest revenues right now. This is the reason why we are looking at this bank. Let's go through the credit rating and find out more stuff. So we are talking about the CASA is at 14%. It's not that great, there are some other banks which are at pretty high rate. So this CASA can improve, and bulk deposits earlier share of bank so one moment guys, shares of bulk deposit reduced to 21%. So earlier they were 24%, right? Apart from that, they've raised liquidity, so they'll need that for growth and all. So you can come and read this credit rating. I always go through the credit rating to understand more about the company, right? So what else? If we look at market cap is around 37,000 crores, right? So in my opinion, to play the banking side, so banks have actually not rallied in this particular bull market. Banks have actually been the laggards. So in my view, the next big movement will come in banks, and it will come throughout the banks, private sector, public sector banks, right? So it becomes difficult to move a big bank, so say a bank like SBI, market cap is around 4.5 lakh crores, and there's not much to do in terms of movement because everybody is fully invested. There is no scope for anybody to accumulate more stock. So the only way the stock is going up is through re-rating. But if we take the case of smaller banks, Canara Bank, the market cap is pretty low, and people can make a sizable position in this, and these stocks can go up. Also, obviously they can go up through re-rating as well. However, if one starts making a sizable position, the stock can start going up. If you look at the PE ratio, the PE is at around 7. The median PE is around 14. Okay, so on an EPS, trailing 12 EPS month EPS of 26.56, even if it reaches 13, just a second guys, 26.56 into 13, so we are expecting at least price point of 350, right? So for that to happen, the bank will have to go through a re-rating. So what am I banking on? I'm banking on the fact that we'll continue to get better earnings, and that in turn will propel the banks higher. That in turn will also make some analysts go through the banks and probably come with re-ratings for the bank, right? So let's look at the investor flow. So the promoters have actually shaved off roughly around 16%. So they've raised capital, right? So if you see FIIs earlier had only 2%, now they have roughly around 5.5%. DIIs earlier had 9%, now they have 15%, right? Some portion of that has gone to public as well. But if you see in September, Mr. Jhunjhunwala has bought around 1.6%. Okay. So, so looking at the profitability and looking at the current earnings momentum in this stock, I am expecting that they should do much better. If we do a sequential comparison, September to June, the sales stood pretty much at the same level. However, the profitability came at a higher level. And if we compare it to a year back, the sales were higher by 1,000 crores. And last year they were making losses. This year they are making profits. And if you see 2 consecutive quarters, there has been traction. So basically since the past 3 quarters, you see there is a clear traction. There is constant growth in profitability as well as revenues. So this is the reason why I'm looking at the stock. Let's look at the chart. So bank, this bank has been continuously falling. However, feel that post COVID, if you see the volumes over here, these sort of volumes have not happened. They only happened when it got listed in 2003. So there is good amount of accumulation happening in this bank, at this level. There's good amount of accumulation happening. So we got into the stock at 170, 175 levels, and post that the stock rallied very quickly. So we could not even make a full position in the stock, and the stock rallied. So after that, after the rally, the stock is basically falling on pretty low volume. If you see, the volume is pretty low. The stock has corrected around 22% from its recent high, and the volume is pretty low. So what am I looking to do? I am looking to accumulate the stock, between this level, between 180 and 210. This is the level where I am looking to accumulate the stock. If it falls further below, if it comes close to the 200-day moving average, I will be adding more to my position. So what sort of targets am I looking at? So I have bought around 170, 175 levels. I'm sitting on a decent 15-16% profits. But I'm looking for two things. I'll be closely watching the next 2 quarter earnings, and if there are any re-rating happening in the stock. So if that happens, I am expecting a target of at least 350, 300 and 350. So this is the level where basically the stock traded, for quite some time. And this is exactly where you will see that when the stock came back into that zone, it faced selling pressure. So there are a lot of people stuck within this range. So my guess is that this stock goes up, consolidates. So basically I'm expecting it to consolidate over here for the next 1 or 2 quarters, and once it breaks this level, we can expect 440 levels on this stock. And if we continue to get better earnings, there are very high chances that this stock will continue to go higher. So this was the analysis on Canara Bank. Guys, this is not a buy sell recommendation. It's an educational video. Thanks a lot for watching.